going on, guys? Beastly Gamer here. Welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're talking about Xbox One and what Microsoft's plans are for Japan. So Japan has always been a really tough territory for Microsoft, for this Western imperialistic company to succeed with their consoles. The Xbox did horrible in Japan. The 360 didn't succeed in Japan. And the Xbox One is probably doing worse than all three in Japan. It's just really been a really tough place for Microsoft to get a foothold and start moving their consoles. But apparently Microsoft has some changes in the wind for their Japanese audience, and it might be a little too late. I'll drop a link in the description. Xbox One will receive a price cut in Japan, but it may be a little too late. With Microsoft being absent from events like Tokyo Game Show over the past 2 years, you would think that the company has forgotten about Japan, but that is not the case, as the Xbox One will be receiving a price cut in Japan tomorrow. 3 bundles will receive a 5,000 yen or around $48 price cut. These are the 1TB Division Edition from 39,980 yen to 34,980 yen, the 500GB Master Chief Collection Edition from 34,980 yen to 29,980 yen, and the 500GB Battlefield 1 Edition from 34,000 yen to 29,000 yen. In Japanese terms, it's a decent savings, but the problem here is probably too large for a simple set of price cuts to solve. To give an example as to what I'm talking about, recently the PS4 managed to sell 36,251 consoles in Japan, and in the same period of time the Xbox One managed to sell 121 consoles. So the price cut in the face of sales like that is probably not going to help all that much. Historically, the Xbox has always had a tough time in Japan, often due to the types of games it offers, but also down to its marketing, not really connecting with gamers there. Not to mention that the brand itself has often been tainted with the issues of numerous hardware failures. However, one timing issue needs to be highlighted. PlayStation VR is also released tomorrow, and these Xbox One price cuts in Japan coincide with that. Whether they will make any kind of dent on the release of Sony's flagship virtual reality peripheral is highly doubtful, but it's obvious that the date wasn't chosen at random. While I'm happy to see that Microsoft is still trying to find ways in Japan in regards to the Xbox One, I think that the console will need a lot more than a series of price cuts to make it more appealing to Japanese gamers. In Japan, Microsoft, you need to appeal to Japanese people. Japanese gamers feel completely different than we do in the West when it comes to gaming. They play more niche type of games. They love simulations. They love pets. They love just off-the-wall crazy types of games that really are hard to find here in the West. And if you're going to succeed with your Xbox One in Japan, you need to create those type of games and make people gravitate towards them. They like games like Monster Hunter. Things like that in Japan are super huge. They love Tamagotchi type, Pokemon type of games. Microsoft, if you want to be super successful in Japan, you need to have first of all, you need to have a Japanese face on Microsoft, one that resonates with the people. You need to make games that really resonate with the Japanese people. A price cut in Japan of $50, well, it might be good, but if you look at the sales compared to the PS4 in Japan, it probably won't matter too much at all. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. What I really want to know is, what can Microsoft do? What can they do to finally turn this around in Japan? Because since I can remember, there hasn't been a really successful Microsoft console in Japan. It's never happened. So what does Microsoft need to do? I want to know from you guys. You guys are gamers. Some of you guys have probably been overseas. I've never been to Japan. But if you've been there, you understand the culture and the people and what they like as far as gaming goes. What does Microsoft need to do to turn it around and finally start appeasing those gamers? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to give a thumbs up, show support for the channel, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and tell all your friends about me. I'm the Beastly Gamer, and I'll see you guys next time.